Where you from, man?
I'm from everywhere. My family's from Trinidad.
Trinidad. Okay.
Yeah, I've been in
She
Jacksonville.
said she from everywhere.
Yeah, I've lived so many places, but I was raised in Florida, though.
Oh, Florida. What about you, man?
Yeah, New York. You know what I mean? That's where I'm from, New York.
Okay, so where y'all live at?
Where I live at? I live in Long Island.
Long Island.
Yeah.
Where's that?
It's in New York, yeah.
Oh, so y'all just here for vacation or something?
I'm here.
I live here. He's here to visit me.
Okay. So y'all rent or you own?
We what?
Do you rent or you own?
Oh, I own.
You own? You rent?
Yeah, rent.
How much you rent a month?
We talk about New York prices, you know what I'm saying?
I'm trying to figure out.
yeah, I got 2,000. Yeah.
For like a 1 bedroom or 2 bedroom?
It's a 2.
Yeah, okay, that's fair enough. What about you? You say you own?
I own.
How much you pay for mortgage?
Yes,
How much you pay for mortgage?
2,000.
Oh, same price.
Yeah.
It must be a big ass house. How much the house was?
No, it's a brand new house. It's 3 bedroom, 2.5 bath.
Damn, that must be expensive around Jacksonville.
Yeah.
Around Jacks Beach area.
Yeah, no, West Side.
West side.
Yeah.
How much the house was though?
How much was it? Oh, 239,000.
Damn, you rich? You got a room for me or something? I live here. You got a room for me? I'm trying to slide in.
You're paying rent or what?
I'm trying to slide in.
Paying rent.
I'm paying rent.
Paying rent. That's,
You already paying for the mortgage, right?
I mean, I need help with the mortgage. If you gonna say you gotta stay for free.
Oh, not for free. Nothing's for free.
Stay for free.
All right, baby. What y'all do for work though?
I am a life coach. I'm an entrepreneur. Yeah.
Okay.
I'm in finance.
Finance.
Yeah.
They're touching all the money. How much you make a year doing that, bro? How much you pull in a year doing that?
Between my job and I have my own business as well. So, you know what I mean? I can't disclose all that. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah, give it roundabout like 120K, you know.
I wish it was 100-something K, but, you know what I mean? We can say it. We can
But
say
around the 6 figures.
We can say high up in the 70s, so.
Okay, I see you, man. What about you?
I'm about 80.
Damn. And you say you're an entrepreneur, right?
Yes.
Damn. How long have you been doing business by yourself?
Since 2019.
That's like 4 years? So, like, what year would you say was the best year for you? Like, when you started, was it like the first year or second year or like this year?
This year.
This year?
Yes.
So, like, when you started, like, the first 4 years been trying?
Yeah, I started off with a different business, and I just started 2 different businesses this year.
2 different businesses. That's like, man, what life advice would you give to me though? I'm a young entrepreneur, so what life advice would you give me and I'm young?
I mean, it just depends on what you're interested in.
Right.
I would say you're going to thrive the most in a business where you are fulfilling your purpose. So if it's aligned with God's purpose for your life, then you're going to thrive in it.
So like, I'm trying to like buy like key point, right? You say what you do, you have 3 businesses, right? What's one of your business?
So the life coaching, and then I also have a nonprofit agency, and I plan events and host
Non-profit
events.
agency, yeah.
Yes.
I mean, I was in that for a minute, but I think it didn't work for us. We had like a non-governmental organization. That's what you're talking about. Yeah, I mean, we had something like that, but it, like, I think we lose passion. Yeah. So we had to like just pause it for a second.
A business, you got to thug it out at first.
Yeah, you know.
You're really not gonna make no money like the first year and a half. You have to like, because you got to build that foundation, and then once that is set, then you could just,
So what kept you motivated though? Like doing all this, like you say, 5 years in business, and you already started making like good money this year. What kept you motivated during all the process?
I think the planning is key. Making sure that this is really aligned with your purpose in this life. Like really asking yourself those hard questions. If it's not aligned with your purpose and you're just doing it to do it, you're not going to be as passionate about it. Okay. You're not going to, like a business, it's not easy. You're going to be up all night like hustling. You have to come up with your logo, create your website. I mean, you got to do grassroots marketing, pay for marketing. It's not easy. But so if it's aligned with what you're supposed to do, if you feel passionate about it, you don't mind working 16-hour days. It doesn't feel like work. It's your thing. It's your baby. But if it's just something you're doing to make some money, you probably ain't gonna work as hard.
It's hard to see a lot of young female entrepreneurs, to be honest. But when you started, right, you had to pay bills too. This is a United States, of course. You had to pay bills. So, like, do you focus too much on like doing the business, or you had like something that was giving you some income, or how did you start though? How did you get started?
Oh yeah, I did both. I never came off a job unless I still have contract gigs that I do. I'm not coming off a job that's giving me continuous guaranteed money
Right.
until that's making way more than what that job is making.
Right.
You got to do both.
Right.
I mean, unless you got money inside that can cover you.
I see, man. You say you're into finance, right? So, will you say that's the job that you do for the rest of your life, or you think that the money you earn from doing that job will like give you a rich life, like will be a rich life?
I mean, it can, but finance is broad. So finance has so many different things that you could do in finance. So, I mean, the only way I tell people that you be rich is working for yourself. You're never going to get rich working for somebody else.
Right.
You know what I mean?
So, okay, coming to that, what do you define like a rich life, though? What do you define as your own rich life?
A rich
What,
life?
yeah, what do you call your own rich life?
That's a good question.
That is a good question. You know what I mean? So that's based on everybody's perspective, though, based on what people value in life, right?
Yeah.
So some people would say a rich life is just having a family. You know what I mean? Then they'll feel like they have a rich life. So it's all that's perspective. That's all based on perspective.
So
For
it's
me,
not about the figures.
it's not about the figures, no, right? Again,
The figures don't matter, though.
If we talking monetary, then
No,
yeah,
I'm just
like,
talking about rich life. What do you feel like this is a rich life for me? You know, like that's what I'm
rich life
saying.
for me, yeah. For me, rich life is not just about money. It's about an overall aspect of my life. So being in a place where I'm good financially, good emotionally, good, mentally, good with my family, aligning everything with the goals and aligning what I'm supposed to do in life, right? And just doing what God want me to do.
Okay.
So that's.
So do you agree with that, or you have your own different definition?
I agree with that 100%.
I agree with that 100%. So you guys think you're living your rich life now?
I'm on the way.
On the way.
On the way.
Okay, I see. I'm trying to be too, you know what I'm saying? I'm trying to get on the way too, Yeah, you're probably greater than me. So, like, I'm starting, like I said, right? I'm an entrepreneur too. I'm trying to get there. I'm trying to be on the way too,
Yeah.
But I'm like, it be a lot of stuff that, like, you wake up every morning and be like, is this thing gonna hear some fruit, Like, you try even and see if, like, this part gonna lead you to somewhere, or, like, but how you've been to this business more than me, like, how do you wake up every morning and be like, what if this project fail? Do you like check on that, like, what if this project fail? What else you gonna do?
I don't have that fear because I know I'm doing what I'm called to do now.
Right.
Before I used to have that fear, but
it's
I'm
right,
just
right?
I mean, you're gonna fail because that's how you learn. You're not gonna learn a business unless some stuff doesn't hit, and then when it doesn't hit, you're like, okay, I ain't gonna do that again. Let me figure out. And something else I do is I research other people who are doing the same thing that I'm doing, and I see what worked for them and try to see is that gonna work. Yeah, you gotta research. That's why I said planning is like the most important part.
Right.
And the thing about when you own a business, you can't give up. So you have to know this is what you called to do, right? So you have to figure that out. So once you figure out if this is what you're called to do, this is what you're supposed to do, then you can't, you have to have this mindset of not giving up, right? So then you have to, think about, you have to always reinvent or always try to figure out a way to get successful. Because when you first start a business, you might fail the first year, right? Now you have to try to reinvent, okay, you know what? This went wrong this year, so what can I do next year? Boom. Now you implement things for next year, what you could do. Then that might not go 100% the way it's supposed to go, so then you say, okay, boom, this is what worked this year, so now next year, let me try this. You know what I mean? So you just can't give up. You got to be persistent. Everyone that's a business owner that's successful always fail. If you ever look at history, right? This is what I always think about. Whenever you look at history, anything that's created, the freaking stoplights and everybody failed. Nobody just ended up creating something and it worked perfectly.
Yeah,
that doesn't happen. Scientists that come with all these vaccines, everything, all the stuff that's around, anything that's being created, always have a failure point. Because you don't just come and be like, hey, this is what it's gonna work. So the thing is, you can't give up, and you just gotta keep having that mindset of this didn't work, so I gotta do this. That didn't work, I gotta do this.
So you gotta
this didn't work,
stuff ahead.
you gotta plan ahead, but also be okay with it not working. That's the thing. A lot of people give up. So us being me being in finance, right? One of the things about, especially if you're gonna go the financial advisor route, right? You making phone calls. They call it cold calling, right? You're gonna get a bunch of no's. You gotta have a tough skin. So it's if you get a bunch of no's,
So
and
that's
then
like advice to people trying to be into finance.
it's advising people on their money, like what they want to do.
Okay.
So you making cold calls. Cold calls are people that we're calling them that didn't even ask to be called about something that you're selling.
Right.
You're gonna get a bunch of no's, right?
Right.
But you can't be weak where you're like, you know what, this is not for me, and give up. No, you got to keep going. You got to keep going, and no sales. You go and get 1 sale, then you might get 2 sales, and 3 sales. You got to keep going. But that's
The
how
key word is don't give up.
the key. You can't give up. You're an entrepreneur. You can't give up. There's no. You can't be an entrepreneur and have a give up spirit. You cannot. It's not gonna work. Then you might as well just
That's
go
what I
work a
feel,
regular
man. That's
job.
what kept me going on. Sometimes, like, I make videos like this, post it don't go viral. Some might go viral, some don't go viral, but you be like, yeah, you gotta keep going.
And consistency.
You know, you gotta keep going.
Social
but
media is consistency.
It's consistency. That's the key. It's consistent. We say in finance, right? You ever come across like crypto stocks?
You ever come across it? I mean,
Yeah.
I know about it. I know a little bit about it. The crypto.
The
Yeah.
crypto, but what about stocks?
Stocks too. Yeah, I know about
So
stocks.
it's saying like that's like most of the future. Like people should focus the future on that too.
Yeah, everybody should invest money. Anybody should do investments. You know what I mean? Not just have the money in the bank. To not just have
that
money
doesn't make
straight.
any
You're not
money.
even making no money. Or you making what, a little percentage?
Yeah.
And the bank, what a lot of people don't know is the bank making money off your money.
Right.
Right.
They invest.
That's why I always feel. I'm like, man, you can't be sitting your money in the bank. How much they give you? They give you 0.00% of what you could be making. You know? Yeah.
And they making money off your money. You put money in the bank. They're investing your money. They're insuring your money, insurances.
Just showing you the numbers in the bank, like they're
Yeah.
having your money working for you.
Yeah, so you got